Now, at the time of me recording this video, there are currently 6 teams left in the playoffs. 2 of them are from the NFC West. I'm sure a lot of people had that prediction from earlier in the season, but nobody had 2 teams from the AFC South still in the playoff race this late in the season. And if they did, it was probably the Texans and the Colts, you know, before Andrew Luck decided to call it quits. I just gotta give a shout out to the Titans, man. They're killing it as the underdogs. No one expected them to beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, especially the way they did. So, you know, props to them for that. So you should already know what today is all about, man. We are doing the Wheel of Divisions. For each position, we're gonna spin this wheel and see which division we can take a player from. And then we're gonna see if that team can go ahead and win a Super Bowl. We're gonna go back and forth from offense to defense. Let's start off with defense, okay? Let's look at what we're gonna get from the defensive line. We're gonna get 4 guys, because 2 D tackles, 1 defensive end each, and maybe some depth. So that's all coming from the AFC West. Now, my D-line is gonna be good, but it could have been better. You know, Vonnie Beef Sean is a linebacker, man. I wanted to use him on my D-line. All right, let's go to the offense. Now we're gonna spin for tight ends. This is a very important position, man. The Eagles have good tight ends. You know, the Ravens have good tight ends. But also, it's not just from one team. So if a division has a lot of good tight ends, like the NFC East, we gonna be all right. Back to the defense we go. Let's see what kind of cornerbacks we're gonna get on this team, man. Now I'm trying to think off the top of my head which divisions would have the best cornerbacks. AFC East is pretty good. We have Stephon Gilmore, Tre'Davious White right off the bat, Xavier Howard. I'm pretty sure he's still on the Dolphins. That's a good division. Let's see what the O-line is gonna look like. Okay, this is a very, very, very important spin right here. Please don't land on a bad division. NFC West, I think for the most part they have good O-line. 4 divisions left, 4 seconds left for you to drop that like on the video.
Do it! Just do it!
And we're back on the offense. Let's see where our running backs are gonna come from. Okay, this is another not that important. You know, well, it depends, because if we get that dude from the AFC South who's tearing up okay, never, we're not getting him. So I'll stop talking. Derrick Henry was who I was getting at. NFC North. Time for our last defensive spin. This one could go either way. I mean, a lot of these divisions at least have a few amazing linebackers, especially this one, AFC North. All we have left is the wide receivers and the quarterback, and both South divisions are still on the board, man. This is for the wide receivers. NFC South, the best wide receiver division, man. If you don't believe me, check the stats. And that means the AFC South is gonna bless us with our quarterback, man. So I'll see you on the flip side, and you'll see the team I came up with. There he is in the flesh, the coach that somehow has his team in the AFC Championship game. Mike Vrabel is gonna lead this group of talented individuals, hopefully to the promised land. Let's take a look at the squad. At quarterback, we have Deshaun Watson leading the way, man. He's a higher overall than Tanny, even though Tanny should at least be an 80. For running backs, we went to the NFC North. From the Bears, we got Tariq Cohen. From the Packers, we had Aaron Jones. And from the Vikings, we had Dalvin Cook. Pouring out for Kerryon Johnson. He's currently on IR for some reason. Even as commissioner, I cannot edit the pre-existing injuries. I guess they don't want us using players that are on IR for whatever reason. Just, they don't want us to have fun. This is the face defensive coordinators are going to make when they see the group of wide receivers that we have. Straight from the NFC South, Julio, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and DJ Moore. During the regular season, all 5 of these guys were in the top 13 for receiving yards. Now, we would have had Jordan Reed as our tight end number 3, but in the least surprising news ever, he's injured. So we're gonna put him at center and rock with Dallas Goedert as our tight end number 3. He still probably won't get too much playing time when we have guys like Evan Ingram and Zach Ertz. Man, the NFC East has some talented tight ends. Our entire offensive line is from the NFC West, so you know, it could have been better. You know, I'm not complaining though. We have a 90, a couple guys in the 80s. D-line, however, is much better. Okay, from the Chargers, we have Ingram and Bosa. From the Chiefs, we have Chris Jones, Frank Clark. From the Broncos, we have Derek Wolfe. And from the Raiders, we have Maurice Hurst. On to the linebackers, okay? From the Ravens, we had to get Judon. From the Bengals, we got Nick Vigil. He was their best linebacker. From the Browns, we got Joe Schobert. But this is the reason why I was so excited to use the AFC North, because of the Steelers, okay? TJ Watt, Devin Bush, Bud Dupree. And this isn't even Devin Bush's final form. We have the McCourty brothers from the Patriots along with Stephon Gilmore. We have Brian Poole from the Jets, Tre'Davious White from the Bills along with Jordan Poyer, Jamal Adams from the Jets, Eric Rowe from the Dolphins along with Levi Wallace. You may be asking, where's Xavier Howard? Where's Aqib Talib? Where's Rashad Jones? They're all on IR, which means I could not get them on the team. Now, I think this team is good enough to win it all. You know, it's not like the 99 overall juggernauts that, you know, you've seen in past franchise experiment videos, but I think we can get it done, man. Let's see if we can make it to the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
15-1, absolute domination. Deshaun Watson had a 75 pass completion percentage, only 8 interceptions, 47 touchdowns, over 4,500 yards. That's one of the best seasons I've ever seen. Our running game was not too shabby as well. 10 touchdowns for Dalvin, over 1,000 yards rushing. Aaron Jones over 514 touchdowns. Deshaun even added 4 on the ground. I feel bad for Tariq. A fullback had more touchdowns than him. Maybe he did something in the passing game at least. Did Tariq? Oh God, 1 catch for 4 yards. He's still an animal, okay? Do not get it twisted. Dallas Goedert had a touchdown through the air. Ingram had 2. Dalvin had 3. Evans had 5. Ertz had 9, 11 for Julio, and 16 for Mr. Thomas. So I don't know if you've ever heard him talk, but he does not sound the way you would think he would sound.
It's just a blessing, you know, to be able in crucial moments like that to put points on the board for my teammates and make a big play.
Still an absolute animal though, man. He led the team in receptions, receiving yards. Dude's a problem. Tre'Davious led the team in tackling. That's something you don't see every day. Second was Micah Hyde. Third was a Saint. Bro, the top 5, 6, 7 people were all in the secondary. At least tackles for loss went to someone on the front 7. Joey Bosa, it's what he does. Sacks went to Melvin Ingram. So the Chargers are carrying our defense right now. Look at this. Bosa was 3rd. Frank Clark was 2nd. 3 interceptions for 4 different people. Poyer, Hyde, Gilmore, and Brian Poole. Meanwhile, McCourty and Bush added 2 as well. Gilmore just should not be messed with, okay? 7 pass deflections. Him and McCourty are just shutting down that side of the field or whatever side of the field they're on, man. It just, our defense is nasty too. I mean, look at this. 1st in the NFL for offensive yards, 12th for defensive yards. So if we're going to win, it's probably going to be on the back of our offense. As you can see, points scored 1st as well. Defense, points allowed 5th. MVP, Deshaun Watson. Coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, well deserved. OPOY went to Deshaun Watson as well. DPOY went to Calvin Noy from the Patriots. Their team's 10-6, so I understand. Vaughn, if only you were left there and you would have been on the team. But yeah, we had nobody in the top 10 for this. Best QB went to Mr. Watson. Best RB, Dalvin Cook made it in the top 5. Ooh, we had Michael Thomas as the #1 best wide receiver in the AFC. Julio at number 6. Our O-line was not too shabby. I know y'all were sleeping on it, man. Whitworth, McGlinchey. We had 3 people in the top 10. Ingram was this close to being the best defensive lineman on the season, man. Him and Bosa made it to the top 10. As for our linebackers, nobody. Not just crickets. DBs, however, I knew you'd get at least 1. Micah Hyde. Would you look at that? Devin Bush has a new ability unlocked. All right, let's see, man. We're going to give him under pressure. Defenders with this ability can apply pressure to quarterback from a greater distance. I know who I'm sending on blitzes. Crazy thing is, this could be the matchup we see next week. You know, I'm recording this before the game, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I got to go out there and I got to dominate. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas, where they passed us, they doing too much. I haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Drake is the GOAT, okay? I don't care how you feel, Drake is literally the GOAT, okay? It's just non-stop. Starting off a new decade with bangers. Are you serious? How do you hate on this man? Look at Square. Oh my God. Oh, starting off with a beautiful pass. Obviously, the 21-0 rule is in effect if it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep running man defense against the guy who has double me, then yeah, that's what they gonna do, man. Julio to the crib. First time on defense. You already know who I'm using. If you ever saw my Steelers franchise, you know this is one of my favorite players. Devin Bush. Oh, that's why. Animal, bro. We about to get out of this game early. I don't think I'll even have time to spread the ball around. You know I love doing that. I love getting everybody involved, but the way this is going, it might get dark a little bit quickly, man. I mean, just look at the disrespect, bro. Look at our crowd. No safety help over top. All right, let's just see what happens, man. Michael Thomas wide open. We'll just take the easy first down. Oh, the juke move, the ankles. Now that I think about it, I don't even know if I'll have to play the other games. Like, I might play the conference championship because I already know it's a W, but come on, man. I don't know if I can play the Super Bowl. That might be too OP. Bro, they copyright strike me for my horrible rendition of Drake's part on Life is Good. I'm going to feel some sort of way. Like, it should not happen, bro. I should be allowed to sing terribly. As you can see, it's already a 3rd and forever, man. I'm not even paying attention. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs right now, but hopefully they do a better job in real life. I wouldn't mind seeing LaShawn McCoy, my favorite player, get a ring. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen. Not in this simulation, though. By the time you see this, you already know who won the game. So I feel like a little weird right now talking as if the Chiefs still have a chance or the Texans. I don't know who ended up winning. But just know that there's only one winner at the end of the season. So if you're one of the teams that's feeling terrible that your team ended up losing, just trust. Like, a lot of people are feeling the same way as you. Speaking of trust, big trust ended up going home yesterday, man. I'm still in disbelief. I mean, the Titans are just nasty. They have so many ways they could beat you. Defense, well, mostly Derrick Henry. Like, I always knew he had this talent. He was always, you know, big enough. He always had the size. It was a matter of just having the confidence to hit the hole with conviction. Like this guy right here, big hit though. I guess it was just a matter of time before he finally put all of it together, and now he's just one of the best, if not the best running back in the NFL, man. I mean, he's top 3. I don't care what you think. He's top 3. Oh, nice dot right there from Mahomes. 3rd and 13, it's a screen. We read it the whole way, baby. Go get him. Look at Shady. You're just not fast enough today. Keeping it simple right here. Looks like they might be blitzing at safety. So we're going to get rid of the ball to quickness, baby. Square wide open, bro. They cannot stop Julio. It's getting dark. It's really getting dark at this point. If that's not the nastiest 3 tight end set you've seen, then there's something wrong with you. 1st down and 10. Deshaun has not missed a pass yet, and that's going to continue, man. Max security. Zach Ertz in the building. I got Dalvin doing a wheel route, and he's wide open. Okay, never mind. I thought he was. Oh, the spin move he is. Whenever he gets the ball, he open. Jesus, Dalvin. Let's see if Michael Thomas can get us this tutty on 1st and goal. There it is. Too easy. Michael Thomas doing what he does best. 2 minutes left. Can we make sure they don't score any more points, man? It's a 2nd and 4. Send that cornerback blitz. A little risky. Actually, a lot of risky. Let's keep it a Buccaneer, man. He's wide open for the 1st down and then some. Maybe the blitz was not the best idea. Mahomes has 1 incompletion, and I'm pretty sure that's the interception. I forget how it works, but I just know that he's almost perfect on the day, man. Not this time, though. I'm pretty sure that was Melvin Ingram right there that got to the quarterback, man. It's going to be a 3rd and goal.
Wait till you see the...
What kind of pass is that, bro? I don't know what play calling they're doing, but it's going to lead to another field goal. Now, at the end of the game, when you see the box score, you're going to see an interception for Deshaun Watson, but just know it was like an end of the half type of heave, you know, nothing crazy. Didn't feel the need to show it, man. 1st down and 10, going underneath Tyreek, finally making an appearance. Actually, I did see him earlier in the game. He was the one that tackled me after I had the interception. Just in case you forgot, you know, I had that user INT with Devin Bush. He's an animal, okay. As he goes to Travis Kelce, maybe I should start spotlighting him. How do y'all feel about running backs, man? On one side, I can see why people are like, oh, someone like Derrick Henry can dominate, but how often have running backs been the reason why teams win Super Bowls? The last one I can maybe think of is like beast mode, but that defense was disgusting. That was a Legion of Boom defense, so it wasn't really just a run game. You have to go back to like Terrell Davis. I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry is like a free agent after the season. Are the Titans gonna pay him all he's asking for, man? Like, this is, I don't know, it's gonna be tough. Imagine he wins the Super Bowl and the Titans don't bring him back. Man, that's a possibility because running backs for the most part are a dime a dozen. But like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I could definitely see the case for why you want to re-sign Derrick Henry, man. He's such a huge part of that offense, and he's one of the best, if not the best in the league, like I said before. As Spencer Ware just breaks a tackle and gets the 1st down. Can we bend but do not break? 1st and go play action. That's not a smart decision when we have Bosa lurking. My man was just standing there, just hovering over Mahomes. You know he's not happy about that. You know he's not happy about that. He throws a dot. They're back inside the 5. Probably shouldn't have ran mid blitz. He knows who's blitzing. That's very unfortunate. So he's audible, and clearly that's not what they expected. You see what I did there with the Watt because TJ got the set. This is what I mean by spreading the love, man. Aaron Jones, 1st carry of the game, 3rd and 2, halfback draw up the gut, man. I had faith he could get it. All right, so every running back has touched the rock. Now let's see if we can get every tight end to touch the rock, man. 1st and 10, Ingram across the field. Actually, Ertz is open. I gotta go to Ertz. He wide open. What a route right there. Yeah, this team is just too talented. I don't see how we lose, to be honest with you. Maybe the O-line can let us down, you know, inside the interior of the O-line. If you go up against like a D tackles who are just otherworldly. But besides that, I'm having trouble trying to envision situations where we just don't make it happen. 2nd down and 3. We have CJ Ham blocking for us, trying to hit the outside. Yes, sir. Look at the block he picked up right there. Another 1st down for Dalvin. He only has 3 rushes on the day. I guess it's because we have 3 touchdowns through the air with Deshaun Watson. Oh, you forgot he could do this too? You forgot Deshaun Watson could do this too? Yes, sir. We diving in. At least I thought we were, man. We're down at the 1. How many times am I about to run QB sneak if it doesn't work the 1st time?
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
Fourth time is the charm. No, I'm playing. I'm not running the QB sneak again. I'm going to the toss. Aaron Jones, you know what you do. Just do it again. Final score ended up 28-9. No one scored after that last touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 128.6 passer rating, only 3 incompletions, 1 interception, 3 touchdowns. Mahomes didn't have 1 passing touchdown. If we can keep someone like Mahomes in this Chiefs offense to only 9 points and no touchdowns, then I don't see how we can't win the Super Bowl. But hey, I've seen crazier things. That's all I'm gonna say, man. It's not gonna be easy. We're gonna sim to the Super Bowl and just see if this team can get it done.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
28-21, the Titans beat the Seahawks. Is crazy because this could still end up happening.
Are you sure about that?
At least at the time that I'm recording this. By the time you're watching this, maybe the Seahawks lost and I look like a fool. But Deshaun Watson went bonkers. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Wilson did his thing. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dalvin, 17 for 75. This is like pretty identical for the most part. Wilson had a touchdown on the ground, and that was the only rushing touchdown of the game from either team. Julio with another touchdown, another dominant performance. Our wide receiver core, our tight end core, we were just too talented. That's really what it came down to at the end of the day, man. We were just nasty, both sides of the field. So the answer is yes, I can win a Super Bowl by spinning the wheel of divisions, man. Tell me the next wheel I should do. Subscribe if you're new. That's low-key bars.